Outsourcing is the contracting out of any task, operation, job, or process that was originally performed by employee within the organization to a third party for a significant period of time. These outsourced functions can be performed by third party on-site or off-site, like janitorial work or a security services. Jobs are sent overseas to the countries like India and Philippines, like customer support or technical support. Need for outsourcing. Need could be resource shortage, realignment with the business flexibility, reduce overhead costs. Scope of outsourcing: financial services, advertising, courier services, technology translation, copyright and proofreading, marketing, customer analytics, sales and support. Disadvantage of outsourcing: threat to job security, outsourcing supplier no longer able to supply your business, confidentiality risk, loss of control of that particular job, sometimes cost more, and some legal cost. There are various types of outsourcing: professional outsourcing, manufacturing outsourcing, process specific outsourcing, and operational outsourcing. Now, looking at the BPO services, there are two different types of services, like back office and front office. Front office is something which faces the customer, which is the face of the organization, like telemarketing, customer service support, technical support, help desk, you have appointment scheduling, inbound, outbound sales, and marketing. Business process outsourcing. In recent years, the term business process outsourcing or BPO has gained prominence, and the trend of outsourcing back office operation to centers in India and Philippines, along with other countries in Asia, has taken center stage. Why should any company in the West outsource its back office operation? There are several reasons for this, and the primary driver is cost. Since wages in India and Asian countries are cheap in dollar terms, which means that for the same amount of money that the firms are paying to their employees in the West, they can get a highly leveraged amount of work when they outsource to India and other Asian countries. Because of the fact that the time zone of West and Asia complement each other, to ensure that the work gets done in a 24/7 cycle. BPO employees in India and Asian countries like Philippines are proficient in English, and with some training can be taught to talk in an American accent or a British accent. This means that the end user or the consumers in the US and Europe can feel comfortable, secure in the knowledge that they can make themselves understood as well as understand what the person at the end of the line is saying. Because of the fact there are humongous benefits for American and European countries to outsource their back office operation to companies in the West. Advantages of BPO: cost reduction, availability of experienced professional, ability to focus on a core business, excellent source of customer feedback, access to the latest updated technologies, excellent employment opportunity. Scope of BPO: IT and IT-enabled services, financial services, healthcare services like teleradiology, telemedicine, medical transcription, healthcare claims, call center services, e-commerce website, online ordering, refund processing, travel industry, booking and cancellations, retail services, education institutions, course information, fees processing, and so on. Hello friends, today we'll be talking about database management system. So let's first understand what is database. Database is a collection of data, and data is a collection of facts and figures which can be processed to get the information. Whereas database management system stores the data in a such a way that whenever you wish you can always access the data, manipulate the data, process it, and you get the information. Relational database system is nothing but is a collection of organized tables related to each other from which data can be accessed easily. Relational database is the most commonly used database these days. What are the characteristics of database? Isolation of data from application. In other words, we can have a separate database, application separately. We can have number of applications which can access this data. Less redundancy, that means there is a less duplication of data so that it can be accessed easily, and it's easy for a database to recognize each and every row. It is driven by a query language. Given a request, it will process and will get you all the information you require. At a time, more than one user can access the data, and it's a highly secure one so that no person can access all the data unless and until they have been given the rights. So there is a concept of integrity constraint. Constraint itself talks about the limitations, and integrity means you have to behave as per what is specified. So integrity constraints are the set of rules, and it is used to maintain the quality of information. Integrity constraint ensures that the data insertion, updating, and other processes have to be performed in such a way that data integrity is not affected. In other words, if there are numbers given, you have to suppose you are supposed to enter the numbers, you cannot enter alphabets. You are supposed to enter 10-digit number, then you can only enter 10 digits. If you give 9 digit, it will give error. Thus, the integrity constraint is used to guard against accidental damage to the database. Looking at the database, actually there are 3 layers you can always say. One is a user based, that means a physical layer which you and we will be using it. One is the end one, that is the actual database, your physical database. So user level, physical data, and in between what is your business intelligence or your logic. All the systems has always an advantage, disadvantage. So what are the advantages of DBMS? Minimal data duplication, in other words, redundancy, less redundancy, easy retrieval of data using a query language, reduction in deployment time and maintenance, seamless integration into application programming languages, which makes it very easier to add a database to almost any application or a website. So as we discussed earlier also, like isolation, that means data is separate and all the application is separate, and any application can access this database. But there is a flip side of the coin. Disadvantage, it's very complex. Definitely there are hundreds and thousands of tables, and there is going to be hundreds and thousands of users will be accessing. So very complex, and it is very costly affair also at the same time. When you put all the data together somewhere, we call it as a warehouse. So data warehouse is constructed